called economy. Okay, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever part you're watching us. Welcome to today daily market analysis. I'm your host, Trader Kim. So this is a busy week ahead, and as it is our custom, I usually start with checking the fundamentals, basically the news. So, and yesterday we highlighted the news of what we're going to expect in this week, but focusing on today news. On Tuesday, we'll be having the bank holiday that is on the JPYs, and I'll be having later on the New York session. We'll be having the Bank of England governor Bailey will be speaking, and also we'll be having the Fed Chair Jerome Powell speaking. So today we'll be expecting to have central bank speeches. So, but also this is one of the week that we are considering, particularly to see how the inflation will be. We really see the inflation increasing high. Will really be seeing the inflation decreasing. So that's a major event that we are considering this week. So going on to the technicals. Going on to the technicals. 1 minute, I share my screen. Going on to the technicals. Expecting a lot to happen, and starting with the idea of the DXY. Starting the idea of the DXY, you can see that the DXY has been held very well. That is on the daily time frame. Talked about yesterday. Here it is, the chart of the DXY. And looking at it on the higher time frame, that is on the daily time frame, you can see that region, the 50 MA, we saw the market bouncing above 50 MA. So be expecting for the markets to proceed on higher. So, but this is what we'll be expecting on the inflation. So if you get a hotter inflation, we usually call it hotter inflation. If you get a hotter inflation, you get a hotter inflation. That means if you get a more on the inflation, you'll be expecting the DXY to continue going up. But if you get a cooler inflation, you'll be expecting for the DXY decline. So, but looking at that data, last time you saw the CPI remaining unchanged. So the last time you saw the CPI remaining at 2.9, 2.9. So that is the focus on the actual. So then what do we expecting on this week inflation? If we get like a 3.1 on the inflation that is on the CPI, be expecting the DXY to proceed on with the further buys. So, but if we get like inflation below 2.9, like please, if we get 2.8, 2.7, we'll be expecting for DXY bearish. But looking at the things, look at the metrics, we're still speculating for the DXY buys. And we talked about the idea of this DXY coming on the way to the previous highs. So we'll be expecting continuation of the bullishness on the DXY. So that is it on the DXY. So coming on to look at the currencies, coming on to look at the charts, we can start with the idea of the group one pairs. And at the group one pairs, we have the Euro USD, we have the Pound USD, we have the NZD USD, we have the also AUD USD. So looking at this chart, we can start with the idea of the GBP USD. And looking at this chart, we can see the market has been held very well at this region where we speculated this market close below 50 MA, be looking for setups for downside. And also can see most of the trades have been held up by that 50 MA. And looking at the trend, we can see we are in a strong downward trend because we have been seeing the lower highs and the lower lows. So this is the lower highs that we've been seeing the lower lows, the lower highs and the lower lows. So that means we are in a strong downward trend. So, and also we saw the Bank of England. So we saw last week, we saw the Bank of England cutting their rates. So a rate cut. And talking about the rate cuts, we've been seeing a lot of central banks have been cutting their rates. Talking about the Bank of England, so also the ECB cutting their rates. We also saw the Bank of Canada cutting their rates. So we've been seeing a lot of central banks have been cutting their rates, and also we saw last time this Swiss National Bank cutting their rates. So that means that for the GBP USD, looking at it on the metrics, look at it on the longer term, we're expecting for more bearishness on the GBP USD. So we are very strong bearish on the GBP USD, looking the correlations between the DXY and the GBP USD. So looking at the correlation, we're expecting the core currency to remain strong. So the core currency is the dollar. So we're expecting GBP USD further downside. So looking at this pair, you can see in the daily time frame, we're in a strong downward trend. Looking at the lower time frame, you can come to H1 time frame. So looking at the H1 time frame, it is so at the H1 time frame yesterday we talked about the idea of this market coming to this region and that to look for the opportunities to sell. So this is where we saw the market coming at this region. So we saw the market coming and retesting at that region very well. Still, we're speculating for further downside on this pair. So I know most of us bought this trade at this region, at this 50 EMA, where we had crossovers between 200 and 50 EMA. So still, we'll be expecting for the market to continue for further downside. So right now, where the market is, we're expecting to see if this market can come to the 50 EMA, that is on H1 time frame. So we're expecting this market come at the 50 EMA to see if we can get an entry for further downside. So where are we targeting on this trade? So coming on the higher time frame, coming on H1, H4 time frame. So coming on H4 time frame. So we can see expecting this trade come all the ways to these lows. So we'll be expecting this market, if you get a trade at this point, and yesterday I talked idea of holding this trade for sell opportunities, you can hold these trades all the way to the ADR low. So you're still speculating for further downside on GBP USD. So looking at another pair we can check is Euro USD. So the Euro USD here it is. So the Euro USD still also one of the trade we looked yesterday, and we talked the idea of these trades coming to the 50 MA to give us opportunity to sell. But also taking on this trade right now, we are seeing the market is approaching at the 50 MA, where we'll be looking for opportunities to sell at this pair. Looking for opportunities to sell this pair all the way the ADR low. So that is it on the Euro USD and the GBP USD. So another pair we can check is AUD USD. AUD USD here it is, and the AUD USD, you can see this market has been headed up by a lot of the EMAs, by the 50 EMA, by 800 EMA, and also you see the market being headed up by the 200 EMA. So what are you speculating on this trade? So for now we go with the GBP USD and the Euro USD, because looking at this pair we can see it's a consolidation. It's a consolidation. So not unless this market come out of this consolidation is where we're looking for the possible setups, but still very bearish on these group one pairs. So that is AUD USD. Looking at NZD USD, let's check on the NZD USD. So in yesterday, I talked the idea of this market coming to this 50 MA. The market has been held very well. You can see also the market is approaching to the 50 MA. So what we'll be waiting on this trade, waiting for confirmation of a candlestick. Whenever we get a confirmation of a candlestick, that is on NZD USD, we'll be looking for opportunities for us to sell, looking for setups to sell all the way to the previous low. So this is one of the trade that I will be looking for longer term sales. So looking at it on the higher time frame, expecting this market to come all the way to the ADR low and to surpass the ADR low. So at this point, we are take profit one, take profit two, should be around the previous lows. So that is it on the group one pairs. So talking about the group two pairs, we have the USD CHF, and we talked the idea of getting a setup on these USD Swiss pair is one of the trade we are going to hold all the way to the previous highs. So if you get opportunity on this trade, we are going to enter this trade for a buys. So, but looking at this trade right now, we're expecting this trade to come all the way to the 50 MA to confirm the break of structure that is on H1 time frame. If you get an entry at the H1 time at 50 MA, that is on H1 time frame, be consolidating this trade to hold all the way to the previous highs. So that is it on the USD CHF. So looking at another pair is a USD JPY, and I talked about the idea we talked about the idea of the JPY pairs yesterday, and we talked about the yen pairs has been strengthening, and you can see they've been seeing positive news on the JPYs. For instance, we've been seeing positive wage growth on the yen pairs, positive wage growth, talking about the wage growth. And also we saw the Bank of Japan, you're still expecting to increase their rates. We're still expecting a rate hike on the Bank of Japan. So something that we should note, and that's why you've been seeing the yen pairs has been gaining for some time. So I'm still bearish on the yen pairs. So, but for the USD JPY, we talked about this one of the pair that we should trade it in a very way because we've been seeing USD strengthening, the yen strengthening also. So we usually say we trade this pair very keenly. So that is it on USD JPY. Looking at another pair, the two pairs we have USD CAD, and we talked about the idea of this USD CAD coming on the way to the previous highs whenever we get a setup. So this is one of the pairs. It is on our watch list, and we talked about the idea of this trend on the daily time frame to see a bounce above 50 MA. We looking for a bounce above 50 MA or above 50 MA so that we can position ourselves for further buys all the way to the previous highs. I'm still bullish on these pairs. These are dollar CAD pair. So, but I'm interested to see the market bouncing above 50 MA for further buys. So that is it on USD CAD. So another pairs we can check is the group 3. Talking about the group 3, we have the GPPs. So the GPPs, we have the GPP card. We have the GPP card. It is the GPP card. So the GPP card, looking at it on the daily time frame, you can see the market we are seeing very big impulsive moves. And I want to be looking at this trade on the lower time frame. We're looking for continuation of ourselves. And the other day, we talked the idea of these trades being headed up by this 50 MA. So this 50 MA had the crossovers at that region. We had the NFP. And also, we saw yesterday the market being headed up by that 50 MA. So I'm still speculating for a further downside on the GPP card. So if you get an entry at the 50 MA, you can see the trade is being headed up by the 50 MA. So I'll be considering for my sell opportunities at that region for further sales on GPP card. So another trade we can check is GPP UD, and we saw on Monday the market opening with a high selling passive moves upside. So you can see that the sellers are control the market. So what are you expecting on this? Also, this pair, I'll be expecting for this market to give me a pullback the 50 MA region. These regions I'll be looking for my sell opportunities. So that is on GPP AUD. Another trade we can check is a GPP CHF, and I'll talk about the idea of a GPP CHF, one of the pair that we are going to avoid it for now, because we can see that the market is consolidating, and whenever you see the market consolidating, is one of the market we usually avoid. You can see the market is consolidating, so you can see the highs and you can see the lows. So the market is consolidating. So nothing much on that pair. Another pair we can check is GPPNZ. GPPNZ, and we talk about the idea of these trades coming a break below 50 MA and a retest for further downside on this pair, and coming on the lower time frame. On the H1 time frame, you can see the market yesterday has been held very well. So this was also one of the trade was on our watch list. We saw the other day market being headed by the 50 MA. So you can see that's the region where we have been seeing there's a lot of resistance region. So still on this trade is one of the trade we are monitoring yesterday and are still expecting for the market. So we saw the market coming and reacting at that 50 MA. So and we expected the market to give us sell continuation. That is on GPPNZ. So still I'm bearish on GPPNZ. So another pair we can check is the euros. Now the euros we have the euro card. And we talk about this trade coming to the 50 MA for us to position ourselves for further sales. So at this 50 MA is where be interested for us to get opportunities for us to sell. These regions is where I'd be interested for me to look for the sales. And I can see the market has been reacting very well. So with that 50 MA, with the 50 MA, with the 50 MA, so I'm also interested to see the market approaching this region to give me a confirmation of a candlestick so that I can kind of that trade for a sale. So you can see most of the euros and GPPs we're expecting for sales. So another pair you can check is the euro AUD. And talking about the euro AUD, we can see also the market is still down downward trend, and I'll be interested to enter my sell continuations at this region where we have this 50 MA. So at this region is where I'm interested for me to look for the possible sell opportunities. You can see this trade has been held very well by these 50 MA. So, and that's why we usually say make the trend to be your friend. So also always make your trend to be your friend. So the 50 MA is when we decide to look for this market for access. Another pair we can check is the Euro CHF. So the Euro CHF, it is. Now looking at this pair, we can see the market is being held up by the EMAs. That whenever we see the market being held up by EMAs, we try as much as possible to avoid trading that pair. So that is Euro CHF. So another pair we can check is the JPYs. Another pair we can check is the JPYs. And talking about the JPYs, we've been seeing the yen pairs strengthening. So this one one of the trade that we are very bearish on it. It's one of the pair that are very bearish on it, because looking at the seasonality, looking at the trend, so looking at the COT reports, COT filings, you can see that the big institutions, the institutional money flow, they are very strong, bearish on this GBP JPY. That's why I come in, look at this trade, be looking for the possible setup for access. And that's why we talked on Friday. NFP saw this market coming to this region. The market was being held very well, the 50 MA. So you can see the market has been reacting with this 50 MA, this 50 MA, this 50 MA. Yesterday we took a trade at this region. So and the market has been selling very well. So also I'm interested to see this market coming to the 50 MA, look for the possible sell opportunities. So and for looking at this pair, we're waiting to get a pullback. That is on daily time frame, a pullback at this region. Then we position ourselves for further sales. So I'm very heavily sell on this GBP JPY trade. So that is it on GBP JPY. Another trade we can check is a Euro JPY. And I talked about this trade coming to the 50 MA. We talked about yesterday, this trade coming to the 50 MA. So we'll be looking for the possible setup for us. So you can see the market being held up very well by that 50 MA. So also be interested to see the market coming to that region, give me a confirmation of a candlestick so that I can enter this trade for assets. So that is the Euro JPY. Also looking at the CHF JPY. Looking at the CHF JPY, and yesterday we talked about selling CHF JPY. This is one of the trades that we are going to consider because of you can see we're not going to have the charges of the swaps. As you can see, the Swiss have a 0.5% interest rate, comparing to JPY also has a 0.5%. So we can see no charges when holding this trade. And then the other JPYs, like for instance, GBP JPY, you can see when selling that trade, you're going to be charged a lot of swaps whenever you are selling that trade. So, but whenever you're buying this trade, you're going to have the positive one. But whenever you see yourself selling this trade, I'm shorting this trade, you're going to experience negative swaps. So that is it on the yen pairs. So allow me to proceed to the metals. So and looking at the metals, we have gold, and we've been seeing gold has been going higher and higher, higher and higher, higher and higher. And looking at this trade on the daily time frame, we'll be expecting to get some pullback, but not all the time. We talked about this yesterday. Not all the time that this trend will come to give us a pullback. So you find that most of the time the trends can go without giving you some pullbacks. So that's why coming right now the institutional money flow, we are looking for the buy opportunities. That is on gold trade and the silver trade, particularly the metals. But I'm interested to look the intraday trades to see if we can get some buy opportunities. Still, you see this trade, the trade that I've been holding like for 2 weeks right now. This is the second week I'm holding this trade. So, but looking at the intraday, we'll be looking for the opportunities to get for buy setups. So, and we are very interested to see this market coming at the 50 MA. So if you see this market coming at the 50 MA, this is where I'm interested to see this market for a buy. So at this region, where I'm interested to see some buys. So at that 50 MA, we having the break of structure and like confirmation, the break of structure, so that we can position ourselves for a buys. So that is it on the gold. So we're very bullish on the gold, and whenever we get some buy setups on gold, this is one of the trade we are going to capitalize on it. So another trade we can check is the silver trade, and talking about the silver trade, you can see also on higher time frame we're still expecting for a break and a retest for further side, that is on a silver trade. And also looking at the stock indices. So for the stock indices, we have the S&P 500. S&P 500 right now very neutral on them. So for what I'll be expecting on this trade, I'll be expecting for a break above and a retest for continuation for a buy. And also looking at the S&P 500 Samium Resort, I'm still expecting for a break and a retest for further outside. And also looking at the Jones, we'll be expecting for a break above the high and a retest for further buys. Also looking at the Bitcoin trade. It is. And yesterday we talked about the idea of this market bouncing above 50 MA. We'll be interested to look for the buy opportunities. If we get the candle closing above 50 MA, I'd be interested to see some buy momentum on the Bitcoin trade. Okay, that is Bitcoin. So another trade we can finish with it is the oil trade. You can see the oil trade. You can see yes, we're seeing some pullbacks. This region that we said yesterday, and right now I'm very interested to see some confirmation of a candlestick for sell opportunities. That is on the oil. So that is it. For today. But I can see today we'll be having a lot of opportunities in the market. Okay, let us meet tomorrow. And assuming also that this disclaimer that this is not a financial advice, but for the educational purposes. So you must do your due diligence and use proper risk management. See you tomorrow, the same time and the same place. Bye-bye.